Oh my god, discipline means I'm being caged. I can't put in this effort to doing something that I have in my vision for the longest time. And that's because I wasn't disciplined enough to do that. The discomfort of being seen, the discomfort of people talking about you behind your back. Learn from your mistake. Okay, I fucked up here. The next one, I'm not gonna fuck up. Hi guys, welcome back to this week's Unfiltered Thoughts, episode 3. I actually had to refilm this video today because yesterday I filmed it and I filmed it multiple times and I felt like I just didn't hit the spots how I wanted to hit the spots. Like I had it all planned out and everything. I had like a whole Google Doc sheets of what I was gonna talk about, but I don't know, it was just not unfiltered. It was like sort of filtered. So I was like, frick this, I'm just gonna delete that whole thing, film it today, edit it today, and post it tomorrow, which is when you're seeing it right now. Today we're gonna talk about how I reset my discipline, what I learned from it, how that whole thing came about, how it was a missing piece in my whole entire journey of becoming the most loved by you content creator. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and maybe comment. Today I'm feeling good vibes, good mood, and I'm gonna share some things that I think you could also, incorporate into your life and go on a road of discipline. For the longest time, I thought it was the hardest thing ever, all right? I was like, oh my god, discipline means I'm being caged. I'm following a routine. But it's not. It's not what I think I thought it was. Did that make sense? It's not what I think I thought it was. What made me realize that my discipline was slipping away, I think it had to be last year, all right? I never really had some kind of discipline. I'm not the kind of person who planned things out. Okay, God forbid a girl is a spontaneous girl for the very most part. I do things on a whim. I'm so spontaneous. I do things by motivation. And we'll talk a little bit about that after. But like I do things because I'm motivated by something, all right? A hate comment or a person who doesn't believe I can get to my dreams, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's the kind of person I am. So I run on that energy. I run on chaos. Now, you might be like, well, what does discipline mean? Like, what is discipline? Discipline is basically doing things that you have to do and you need to do. And if you don't do it, there's some form of consequence, right? Some form of punishment. And this punishment manifests itself in very different ways. It's not like, pa-cha, like, oh my God, you did something wrong, pa-cha, you know what I mean? But I feel like life already has punishment for when you're not disciplined. And you might think, oh my God, well, she's 28, shouldn't she have things figured out, blah, blah, blah. I had to figure this all out by myself, all right? Like, I had to figure out what discipline meant to me, what that looked like, how it went. All this structure I had to figure out by myself. I take inspiration from people I see where they're living the life I want to live, and I take inspiration from that. Like, what kind of mindset do they have? What is it like? Even if you are at the prime age of whatever, 30, 40, 50, I really still think you can incorporate this into your life any way, shape, or form. When people are like, oh my God, it's too late to change. No, it's not too late to change. It's only too late to change when you're in your dead bed. Then it's really too late to change. It's like, oh, maybe next life. So this is the whole turning point, right? The whole big turning point. I've been doing content creation for nearly 3 years. I'd say the 2 years worked really well on TikTok. I was doing really good. Again, I was going off motivation and I was really heavily reliant on external validation. And I think that was my gas to my vehicle. But that gas slowly dies. And nobody talks about how when the gas slowly dies, how am I going to do to sustain this whole entire path? Towards the last year, I was so obsessed with finding a purpose. I was like obsessed. Why do I have to post? What's the reason for posting? Nobody cares. Like, I was so in my head on that. That put me in a position of vulnerability, and I think people could really feel it, that I was not okay. A lot of people were like, oh my God, maybe it's just your period. I'm like, it's not. It's just me. This big brain of mine that wouldn't shut the F up. This whole, oh my God, purpose. And that has stopped me from being consistent, showing up for myself, doing what I said I would do, and feeling everything, okay? So now I kind of just want to talk about the reason we avoid things, avoid doing things, and avoid having things get done or doing something that we're supposed to do, even though we don't want to do it, right? It's because of discomfort. Like, it's that feeling of, oh, I have to do that. I have to do this. It's like, oh my God, I'm going against gravity. I'm going against the tide. It's so tiring. I have to do this. And we're avoiding a kind of discomfort. There's a few discomforts that one can face. From my experience, the two biggest one for me during that time was, first, perfectionism. Perfectionism. That B, like, seriously, F her. I have this mindset of things need to be perfect. I'm very detail oriented as a person. I like the little things. I'm so meticulous about just things that maybe some people wouldn't doesn't really care about. That has stopped me from showing up for myself and putting out my work, any kind of work, my YouTube videos, my vlogs, because I'm like, oh, my hair's not perfect here, the video audio is shit, this is bad. I only see the negative side of things. This is not good enough. This is not good enough. Because you always feel like you're not good enough. And it can be from people who unfortunately are around you, or it could be from a mindset that you have since you're young. Because since we're in school, we're always taught you either are A-star students or you're nothing, like you're not good enough. If you fail in school, you'll be a failure in life. And so I think we have that ingrained in our minds so much that it's either all or nothing. Because of this all or nothing mindset, it's not getting us anywhere. It didn't get me anywhere. Like, it didn't get me on the road to being consistent. It didn't get me to post, even though this is what I want to do. Like, I want to make content for people. I want to make people laugh. I want to make people cry. I want to spread good vibes, good joy. Like, that's what I'm all about. But because I'm so, oh my God, it's all or nothing. Oh my God, this shot is so shit. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect. Like yesterday when I filmed this whole thing. Okay, it wasn't perfect, whatever. Then we refilm it. If you want to refilm it, you refilm it. But you gotta get it out by Wednesday, no matter what. Like, even if today I decided I didn't want to film, I would have taken the footage from yesterday and use it, right? So that's the mindset kind of shift I had with perfectionism of, oh my God, it's so uncomfortable. Like, what if this person sees this small mistake? Nobody's gonna care. Nobody's gonna see that small little, typo mistake. And if you do, and if it really, really bothers you that much, then change it. But don't prolong it. You can go and change it, but don't prolong it. Like, give yourself 2 chances to re-upload or whatever. Like, have a limit for that. If you're like, oh my God, I'm gonna post it, delete it 500 times, babes, you don't have time to waste. You don't have time to waste perfecting just one little thing. Put it out. Learn from your mistake. Okay, I fucked up here. The next one, I'm not gonna fuck up. Like, now I know, right? Now I literally know. And so that's like a mindset I had to have of perfectionism. Even in science, there is no such thing as 100%. Even in science, there is marketing, perhaps, yeah. Marketing, you will be 100% satisfied. Sure, but it will never be 100%. It's 99.999999999%. Even you cannot expect yourself to be 100% efficient. So recognizing that and being like, I'm just gonna post it regardless. And what gives me really a lot of comfort is seeing other bigger creators who put out a video and they do have a small little typo, and I'm like, even a big creator like her is doing that and is posting it. And when she says she's gonna post it, she's gonna post it, even though there's that tiny mistake, even though her hair doesn't look like perfect, she still posts it. She still shows up. And I take a lot of inspiration from that and being like, wow, that means that I don't need to show up perfect all the time. Perhaps there is an alternative way of seeing things that is not 100%. You have to be good all the time. That is on perfectionism and how that could be a discomfort. The next discomfort I feel like is failure, which goes hand in hand with perfectionism. We want to also do things 100% so that we won't fail. But failing is inevitable. Things just don't work out sometimes. And that's something I had to come to learn and have to come to accept, even though I didn't want to accept it because I'm stubborn. I am a Taurus, as a matter of fact. And you might say, well, astrology has whatever. Put your thing aside, all right? I know myself and I know I'm so stubborn. But eventually I did come to accept the fact that you are scared of failing. You are scared that people will think of you as a failure. And you are so scared of that. And because you're so scared of that, you don't show up at all. And because you don't show up at all, that is how you become a failure, because you don't show up. You only fail when you stop doing something because of someone else. I had to change that I don't need to show up perfectly, because if you keep showing up perfectly, you can't be consistent, all right? Eventually you get burnt out. And that's me. I got burnt out. Guilty. But eventually you just have to come to accept that some videos might not work. Some work might not be good. And you learn from that. It doesn't mean your craft is shit. It just means perhaps it needs a little bit of tweaking. Perhaps it needs a little bit of tailoring. Perhaps we can experiment with something else. Like, it just doesn't mean that you did something wrong, because it's not really wrong. It's just maybe it didn't land how it's supposed to land, or maybe you just had to look at it from a different perspective. Maybe try some different colors or try some different sauce. Like, experiment. Enjoy experimenting. Enjoy that. Like, don't take it personal. Enjoy that your craft is how it is, and eventually you will adapt. Eventually you'll learn, oh, this works, this doesn't work, and then you evolve from that. And again, you don't have to be perfect for that, right? You just need to show up. You just need to put what you have to put out there. I think everybody knows Sabrina Carpenter. She's been making music for 10 years, 20 plus albums. But look at where she is now. Because she tweaks, she takes this, she does this, she tries different things, and then finally she figured out what worked for her. We move on to the other discomfort, and that is fear of being judged and fear of being seen. When you're a failure, people see when you fail. People see you. People cringe. But guys, like, doing what you enjoy, and some people might be like, oh my god, that is so cringe. Oh my god, like, how is she like embarrassing herself? Whatever. Like, she posts and nobody watches. That ran in my mind 24/7. The discomfort of being seen, the discomfort of people talking about you behind your back, and that is all just noise that is running in your head. Do you know if this person is really talking behind your back? If you do know this person is talking behind your back, doesn't that tell you more about them than it does about you? Like, why do you got time talking about me, baby? Go focus on your life and yourself, right? That was something I had to remind myself, because I'm a very, very big overthinker. I ruminate endlessly, and it's tiring. It's so tiring. It is so tiring, and I'm getting to an age where it's like, whenever I am stuck thinking, like, what are people going to think of me? I think about the fact that time doesn't wait for anybody. If I have space, even a gap of 2 minutes, thinking about what Shayla is saying about me behind my back, or what is this person saying, talking about me, I'm not using that time that I'm used thinking about that to put into my craft. Okay? Why am I not using this time where I'm overthinking about anything? Why am I not using that time to fulfill my craft? It's a constant reminder every day. I'm not perfect, guys. I still am like, oh my god, Shayla from whatever is talking. She's probably thinking blah, blah, blah. And then I remind myself, I'm like, Christina, you have time to think about Shayla. Should you not be posting that video where you said you were going to post? And then that brings me right back. I interrupt the pattern. I'm like, hold on. Shayla. Crap. Basically, how I shift that aspect of ruminating. Well, I'm just gonna have to do what I have to do, and because it's what I enjoy doing, and it's because of what I love doing, and I'm just gonna keep going at it again and again and again. I'm gonna keep recommitting to what I said I wanted to do and show up for myself, because people are gonna be disappointed anyways. But you're not disappointed in yourself because you're proud of yourself, because you're doing what you set your heart out to do. Now that I kind of had that mindset thing of what I wanted to do, I decided to apply for a job, and it was really much on a whim. I was like, you know what? If I am gonna sit here and not get things done, why don't I apply to a job? 28 years of living, have a job. I've always done freelance, and I've always done tutoring, and tutoring is not like a 9 to 5. To reset this whole thing, I'm just gonna go see what a 9 to 5 is like. And that's exactly what I did. For the most part, I really enjoyed doing the work. I enjoyed learning everything new. I was like, wow, how have I always doubt myself? Like, I just needed that reminder of how much I'm capable of doing. And sometimes you need that reminder. I don't know what that reminder is for you, but sometimes you have to put yourself into the situation where you're doing something so much that you recognize that, oh my god, posting one video a day is literally nothing. I've put myself in a new situation where I'm doing so much. Whatever it is you decide to experiment with, when you do something that is hard or harder than what you've done before, that is gonna lay the foundation of your discipline, because you're gonna be like, baby, I can do 10 things in one day. Doing just this one thing is nothing. That's what I kind of took on from my 8 to 4, and that really laid the foundation of reminding me again what I'm capable of and building that structure for me again. I didn't have a mindset of I wake up this time, I clock out this time. I did not have that. I was just like, okay, if I wake up at 9, I'm gonna work all the way till 12. No human can do that, all right? And that led eventually again to my burnout. That was the foundation of, okay, I'm gonna wake up this time, I'm gonna end this time. And if I can do that for a company, if I can do that for a man, this man was trying to convince me that my dreams were dreams and that they will never become reality, and that I should work for him so that I can fulfill my dream. I was like, what the is he really telling me that I can't put in this effort to doing something that I have in my vision for the longest time, and that's because I wasn't disciplined enough to do that? And I'm building something, and this is my goal, and we're recommitting, we're redoing this. And the missing piece was just that discipline aspect. But I give myself grace, because those times, the mindset wasn't there yet. Feel what you have to feel, wait for the rain to finish falling, and then reevaluate. What is it you did wrong? Accept the fact that you fucked up. Accept the fact you screwed up. Accept the fact that, oh my god, yeah, I missed a lot of opportunities. I let a lot of opportunities fly out. Now I know exactly what I need to do to get and to sustain my path. I know what I have to do to sustain my path. People think discipline is hard. People think discipline is the hardest thing ever. They think it's a cage. They think it's not. But discipline is not supposed to be hard. Discipline is supposed to be easy. It's how do I lower the barrier to activate and to get started on my action. You want to run 5 kilometers, and you ran the 5 kilometers and you're like, F this is so tiring, this is so hard, I will never ever run again, running is not my thing. You literally start running at 5 kilometers. You've never run in your life before. Of course your body is going to be in shock, and so make it easier for you. First day, and enjoyable. First day, first kilometers, tiring, okay. Second day, 2 kilometers, whoa, I actually feel kind of good. 1 kilometer, nothing. 3 kilometers, 4 kilometers, 5 kilometers. By the 5th day, 10 kilometers. And so you start building up. And then when you run a 1 kilometer, you're like, that was a breeze. That was easy. You start small, You build another habit on top of that. You build another habit on top of that once you've mastered, or once you kind of are like, okay, I have a grasp of whatever it is I have. For me, for example, that's waking up at 9. Okay, that was how I started. Waking up at 9. Okay, I wake up at 9. I finish at 5. That was the first thing I wanted to get out of the way and in track. I wanted to have a 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. Saturday and Sunday, I'm off. Saturday and Sunday, if I want to post, it's optional. I don't have to post if I don't want to post, right? But from this 9 to 5, everything that I say I have to do, I get it done. And so you set up that system first, bit by bit. You know what I want to add? I want to wake up a little bit earlier. I just want to wake up at 8, all right? I want to wake up at 8 so that I have time to drink my matcha, watch my anime, maybe play a game of Mobile Legend and Brawl, like do whatever I have to, clean the house. So I start adding that to my 9 to 5. You slowly go bit by bit by bit and not extremely cutting it out all at once on the first day, because that's just gonna be such a bad experience for you. It's gonna leave a bad taste in your mouth. You're never gonna want to do it, and you're gonna associate that with a negative feeling, a discomfort. To-do list. It doesn't need to be elaborate. However, if you enjoy doing, some artistic kind of to-do list, and that is what is gonna, make you look forward to doing that, then do that. For me, I don't enjoy that. I just want to do a quick to-do list. I have a to-do list on my whiteboard. I have a to-do list in my book, and then I have a little to-do list on my laptop. It doesn't have to be precisely planned, time by time, slot by slot. However, if it's something that you find joy in and it doesn't take that much time, then do it. But sometimes as well, when we over-plan things, we feel accomplished after planning, and then you're like too tired to actually do the thing because you spent all your time just planning the thing, and you're like, oh, I'm tired already. See what works for you and what doesn't work for you. Another mindset kind of thing that I have now, instead of saying, ugh, I wake up, ugh, I have to wake up. No, ugh, I get to wake up. I get to film. I get to do things. I get to breathe. Obviously, when you have a shitty day, have a shitty day, but don't let that dictate your entire day. Don't let anything dictate your entire day. A bad mood, a bad feeling. Don't think that you have to do it, because in reality, you don't have to do anything. You get to do things. You get to show up, guys. If you watch my waking up at 5 a.m. for 7 days and me skipping rope for those 7 days, there are days where I'm like, ugh, I don't want to show up, but I keep reminding myself that I have to show up for me, right? I have to show up, and I always show up. Even if it's not perfectly, I still do show up. Get out there, I skip rope, and then I feel so much better because I accomplished the thing I set out that I want to accomplish. So you get to do things for yourself, all right? You get to come to work, you get to earn money, you get to buy that little drink. Do you get to suffer? Occasionally, yeah. That is the harsh reality. How much do you want it? How much do you want that thing? What work are you willing to put into creating your own business, into putting out your music, into showing the world your art, into climbing the corporate ladder? How much do you want it? Because some people will not put in the work. Some people will not put in the effort. Some people will give up. Guilty! I did give up, but I'm back. I'm back stronger than ever. What doesn't kill you make you stronger. Yeah, having a positive mindset to doing the work is so much easier than being like, I hate this, oh my god, I have to edit, oh my god, I have to do this. Once you reach whatever goal you are and you can outsource the thing you don't want to do, then you can do that. But for now that you have to do the things you have to do, you just have to do it. The negative thinking is gonna sabotage you. And again, I never mean to say you should always think positive, but having a positive mindset brings you so far than being in a negative one. Being in a negative one is just going to keep you stuck. It's going to keep you, oh my god, I hate my life. Oh my god, my life is on chaos. It's going to give Christina last year, the self-pity, the oh my god, like everything's da 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 da. You can only do that for so long. Like, are you not tired of having to feel like everything sucks? You literally are so strong that you can save yourself. You can bring yourself out of that situation. Nobody else is going to do it for you. Nobody else. There will be people who will try to help you, but no matter how many people try to tell you, no matter how much I sit here and say, oh my God, you should get things done. You should not procrastinate your dream. You should not do this. No matter what anybody says, at the end of the day, it's up to you. It's your choice. It's always your choice. It's your choice. You choose your life. You choose the mindset you have. You choose how you show up for yourself. You choose if you want to show up for yourself. And nobody is going to be able to do that for you. And that is just the harsh truth that I also had to come to accept. Hi, besties! We're on this path together. You can do that for yourself, and you choose how you show up. And for me, I've chosen to show up. I've chosen Wednesday. We will post. Okay, we're a day late. You don't have to be perfect, but next Wednesday, we know what we need to do. Consistency. That is showing up, even if it's 10%, even if it's 5%, even today's 80%. Like, that is consistency. Just showing up. You don't have to be 100% efficient, 50% efficient. You don't need a number to be like this, but you need to be consistent. You need to show up where it matters and when it matters. You have to do that for yourself because you have these goals that you want to get to, but you don't have a system. And that's a system you need to build. What that system looks like to everybody is very different. So I can't sit here and be like, in order for you to be disciplined, you need to wake up at 5 a.m. and do this. But you might not be a person who likes to wake up at 5 a.m. You might be a 10 to 9 p.m. person. What that routine looks like to you, figure that out, right? You figure that out. Does this work for me? Does waking up at 9, working to 5, does this work for me? Does the Pomodoro technique work for me? Does planning on Notion work for me? Does writing journals work for me? Is having a little matcha in the morning to signal a routine to tie with, oh my God, I get to wake up and have my matcha in the morning, is going to make me have a better day? What that looks like to you, figure that out. Do whatever it takes to make yourself show up, all right? Do whatever it takes to make yourself show up. And what that is and what that looks like to you really depends on you. But for me, that's what works. Listening to good music, having little treats, like little, like little moments in the day where I'm like, okay, I have my matcha ready, then we're gonna work, then we're gonna have lunch, then we're gonna do this, we're gonna put on a little bit of makeup, we're gonna dress pretty, we have our plan ready, we have the room clean, and we're ready to shoot. Those are the things that keep me going, that keep me consistent, that keep me showing up. And the mindset, the reminders, hey, you don't need to show up perfectly, but you know what you have to do? Bare minimum, you have to show up. That, my love, is the biggest form of self-love. I think that's where I've gotten. I've been really proud of the system I have so far. I'm not saying this system is perfect by any means, but I'm saying that I'm proud that I show up for myself, and I've been very consistent. You guys been seeing me every Wednesday. I post my video. There's just that one week where I posted on Thursday, but I've been on a run, and I'm very proud of myself in that aspect to be able to do that. And also modeling on the side, I've showed up consistently. Nobody will see your progress, but you see your progress. I see your progress, okay? You put in the work, you did what you have to do, and that is something you should always be very, very, very proud of. I'm very proud of you for doing that, and I'm very proud of me for doing that as well. High five! Keep noticing, keep recommitting, keep finding things that will make you show up, and show up even if it's not perfect. Show up. Do that 5 minutes. Do that 10 minutes. Do that, and trust me, you will become like the turtle winning the race, okay? The hare speeds up, stops, gets burnt out, and the turtle wins, right? You can have so much talent. You can have so much talent, but if you don't have consistency, consistency beats talent any day. At the end of the day, you'll be so proud of yourself, and that's the only person you should try to ever impress is yourself. Truly believe the day will come when you succeed and people will say, "Oh my god, it's just luck," but it was always luck. It was just my consistency and my discipline, and I know that, and you know that as well. Anyways, thank you so much for listening to this little unfiltered thoughts on how I reset my discipline. I hope you found some aspect of it interesting and you can apply it to your life, and I look forward to hearing back from you. Like, what are the things you do to keep yourself disciplined? What are the things you do to show up? What are the things you do or things you've incorporated that helps you show up better? Or what are some of the mindsets that have been told to you that has stopped you from being consistent, stop you from growing and sabotaging yourself? Definitely let me know in the comments, and if you like this video, don't forget to click the like button. And if you haven't already subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. I post every Wednesday. Next week is going to be an interesting vlog, so I hope you look forward to that. I'll be bringing you to eat in Chinatown. Oh my god, spoiler! Anyways, so yeah, that's all. I love you guys so much. Have a wonderful day, and I see you in the next video. Mwah! Bye-bye!